If you're under 25 and you want to make money, then you need to watch this video. It doesn't matter if you've got limited money or limited time. As long as you've got a good mentality and internet connection, this video is for you. Because the truth is, most side hustle videos are pure nonsense. Either they're super unrealistic, they require loads of money, or they're just not relevant for 2026. So in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down 5 side hustles that are actually performing right now. And I'll tell you the one that I would start if I was 18 again. Make sure you also lock in and subscribe if you want more realistic ways to make money as a young adult. Let's get into it. So number 1 is the one and only digital products. A digital product is something that you create once and you can simply sell again and again and again. Ebooks, checklists, templates, guides, like the list is endless. And this is something that's working super well in 2026. That's why I've got it number 1 on the list. The global digital download market is absolutely exploding. Online learning and digital industries are a multi-billion-pound industry, and trust me, it's only gonna get bigger. Platforms like Etsy have reported huge growth in the last few years for their digital downloads. Now, let me also add something important. I have actually sold my own digital products and I've made money off it. I actually made a video on my channel where I speak about how I've done it, how much I made, and the exact process step by step. So when you get a second, go and watch that. So from my own experience, selling digital products is real, it's realistic, and it can be very lucrative. But it will depend on traffic. Digital products reward consistency, audience building, and good communication. So it's not some overnight magical internet money, but once you set it up properly, I'm telling you, you can reap the rewards. You can go and make that once and sell it 100 times. Trust me, it's a pattern. The only downside is if no one sees it, no one's gonna buy it. Anyway, moving on to number 2. And number 2 is my favorite on this list because it's the most underrated one. Number 2 is drop servicing. Everyone likes to talk about drop shipping, but I actually think drop servicing is a much better way. Drop servicing is where you sell the service, outsource the work, and you keep the margin. So you're gonna advertise the service of short form editing and you're gonna charge £500 a month for this. A creator comes to you and he says, yeah, I really need that. Pays you the £500. You would go on a website like Fiverr, find someone who can do this for cheaper and then pay them to do it. Say for example, they say they can do it for £300. Now you deliver that service to the person and you would keep the £200 margin. Does that make sense? You're getting paid to manage relationships and make sure deliverables are met. The freelance market globally is worth billions, and a place like Fiverr has millions of active creators. Small businesses are always outsourcing things like editing, design, social media, anything of that nature. And they don't care who does the work, they just care about getting results. I've personally been there. I think drop servicing is super powerful for young people because you don't need any stock, you don't need any warehouses, it's not like big upfront costs, no. All you really need is sales, communication, and confidence. And now here's the real skill, outreach. I'm gonna say it again, outreach. If you go and message 100 people offering the service and only 2 to 3% of them reply, that's still 2 to 3 clients you could land. When you look at the maths, it shows you how much money you can make from some of these things if you're on point. The only real downside is you're gonna need to manage people. So if you're lazy, this one ain't gonna work for you. Number 3 is TikTok live shopping and TikTok shop in general. Now, this is genuinely popping right now. This man, Gary Vee, is always ahead of the trends and he can't stop speaking about this. People are reviewing products, showing TikTok made me buy it, and going on live streaming and selling items every single day. And then they'll have shopping baskets on the TikTok where people can just buy instantly. So there's 2 main ways to do this. First of all is TikTok shop. You promote other people's products and you basically get a commission on every sale that you make. You don't need your own warehouse, you don't need your own stock. All you really need is to make the content, know which products you want to promote, and then the money starts rolling in. The second way is selling on TikTok Live. So this is where it can become more lucrative. I don't know how old some of you lot are, but I remember when I used to go to bed really late, you'd see TVC and all of the TV shopping. And someone would stand there and they would just sell loads of products. This is what TikTok Live is today. You go live, you showcase products and you talk about them. And then people can buy whilst they're watching you. Live works really well because it can build trust quickly, it feels personal, and a lot of people like to impulse buy. So this kind of stuff suits people that are already on TikTok, they're comfortable with making content, and they don't mind a bit of yapping. But trust me, there's definitely money in it, especially the live selling. The only downside is it's very platform dependent. If something happened to TikTok tomorrow, and we know there's been a bit of issues over there, it's going to be difficult to quickly shift it to another platform. Cool, quickly before we get into number 4, I just want to remind you, if you're liking the video, please subscribe like, and comment. And also share it with one of your friends, man. I'm really trying to reach a lot of young people and help you lot know there's real ways to make money out there. So number 4 is starting a service-based business, and this one's really personal to me because this is how I came up. My lighting company was making up to £60,000 a month at one point, and it was just a simple service-based business. No fancy tech, no crazy systems, just skill and execution. Service-based hustles include things like video editing, production services, social media marketing, car washing, gardening, like the list goes on. Anything you can literally look at and start tomorrow and offer a service in, done. The UK freelance economy keeps growing every single year, and local businesses constantly need young and hungry people to help service their needs. The best part about this one is it's probably the quickest to make money. You don't need thousands of followers, you don't need no big fancy website, you just need one client and then to turn them into 2 clients and then to turn them into 5 clients. Word of mouth, things like that, it can really get you going. If you want the deeper story and a full money breakdown of how I took London Lighting and made it into a 6-figure business, comment below. And if you're lucky, I'll do it for you, all right? No, I'm joking. If you comment below, I'll do it, I promise. The only downside to service-based business is it's not passive. You are trading your time for money, and that can become very draining. But it's lucrative, so you gotta toss it up. So the last one on the list is reselling/flipping. And this one's a classic. The simple way to make money in a business with products is to buy low and sell high. Simple. Platforms like Vinted, Depop, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, StockX. The resale market is expected to keep on growing because sustainability is in right now. People want to reuse and resell rather than buying new things and throwing their old stuff away. The best thing about this one is you can start casually. You don't need to go Selfridges and buy the biggest items and resell them. You don't need to buy 100 pairs of shoes at a discount and resell them. You can start by selling stuff around your house. Old electronics, trainers, collectibles. Flip the spare items you have first, get a bit of practice, and then reinvest your profit. I know many people that have made money from this, me being one of them, and once you find that one product that you can get and flip for double bubble, you're gonna be laughing. It's just gonna take a little bit of research and practice to get there. The downside about this is once you start getting rid of the stuff that you already have around you, you are gonna need to invest a little bit of money into it, and depending on what you sell, the margins can be tight. But that's up to you to try and find the most lucrative things. I always aim for a 2x when I'm flipping stuff, and then it gives you a bit of space to come down for shipping and discounts and stuff like that. But even if you start this on a low basis, it will teach you a lot of good skills like negotiation and sales. All right, cool. Before everyone runs off and thinks, yeah, I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow, let's calm down. The truth is none of these are gonna make you rich overnight. You might try it for the next week and make £0. Or you might try it for 2 months and make £100. And then suddenly you get to month 3 and bam, you hit a winner and you start making thousands. You have to be patient and stay in the game. Breakthrough moments are built on boring consistency. And because most people get bored and quit, that's why most people don't actually know how to make money from these things. If I was 18 again, this is exactly what I would do tomorrow. I would go out and start a service-based business. I would get out there, knock on doors, send emails, send DMs, and I'd focus on building my own cash flow first. Once I feel like I'm doing that, I'd start to build a brand around that niche. So if I was editing, I'd make sure that I'm posting all of my editing stuff. When I was doing lighting, I was posting all my lighting stuff. Then eventually you can start adding on things. Okay, I'm an editor. Let me start selling my own LUT pack. I'm an editor. Let me start teaching people how to edit on YouTube. And slowly you start building products around your service-based business. Cash first, brand second, leverage third. So those are the 5 side hustle ideas that you can make money in right now in 2026. I've done every single one of them. I promise you they are real, but they will take a bit of effort. If you're 15 to 25, I need you to understand something. Your aim shouldn't be to be rich next year. Your aim should be develop skills and develop consistency. Pick one thing, commit to it for 6 months and see how you can go from A to B. And if you want to learn other things like investing or you just want to build with like-minded people your age, join my WhatsApp group. It's called The Long Game and we're building a strong community of young people that are actually hungry. I'm in there, I'm teaching them every day about things that I know and people are starting to reap rewards already. It's 100% free and the link will be in my description, so check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.